Planned Brotherhood is not affiliated, nor is it associated with Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood, however, is a registered trademark of Planned Parenthood Federation of America, comma, Inc., period.
It must have been, it must have been, it must have been a happy time. It must have been, it must have been, it must have been a happy time. The sun would shine, the candy bars, Kool-Aid flowing like wine, the comic books, the TV shows, the bubble gum, the kitty cat.
My neck's really hurting today.
Yeah, you slept on it funny.
Yeah, well, you should see this guy's couch.
That's how the story goes. Can you do that? I can't do that.
PJ can crack like everything. He'll go
So can Megan.
knuckle at a time,
I get
dude.
so jealous.
It's fucking gross, and I don't understand where it came from. Nobody else in our family did that.
I like
Did
to
they?
crack my wife's back and her knuckles, too.
Yeah, Megan likes when I crack her back.
Oh, man.
I can't crack another
She
person's
never lets
knuckles,
me.
but I like to crack mine. That's fine.
You
crack
No, you're not
other
allowed to
people's
crack
knuckles?
Sophie's knuckles, are you?
No, I never would.
It seems like I've seen it before. Maybe I dreamt that.
No. I used to do it to our sister.
She's
a
here.
lot.
I could bring her out and grill her.
I used to like
It's a truthful
lay
person.
Daddy
Melissa.
touch you?
I used to like lay Melissa on the ground and go all up her back and everything.
Yeah. And she walks with a hunch now. You think you'd have nothing to do with
I
that?
don't
Do
know.
that?
I might have. Yeah, I remember Dad seeing me and getting all pissed off once.
So what is it? It's like it's not just a self-gratifying thing because you just like the.
I like the noise.
It's like the
Well,
Eddie Izzard.
it seems like
it's
you
like
wouldn't
the
get to
Eddie
see
Izzard bit. It's crack your bones. That sound. It's the.
It's the sound.
I don't know that bit, but I want you to use that
Good one.
voice the whole episode.
Plus, like when I do it to Alvina, like just feeling it like through her.
That gives you a charge.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's so weird.
I love it.
PJ used to eat his own earwax too when he was a kid.
Really?
Tasted it. Yeah.
I had a cat that enjoyed earwax.
Yeah, well,
Like your earwax.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
how'd you figure that out?
I was picking my ear and he was up in my face. and I was like, oh, that's a bunch of earwax. And he came at it with his mouth on my
Gross.
pinky and licked it and like loved it. I'm like, well, that's good.
So
Then I don't have to
gross.
rub it on my jeans.
Dad used to pick his ears with his keys. Remember?
Yeah, but he never
I
ate it.
I don't understand how he does that.
I don't think he'd be hiding that part of it. It was so gross watching him do that. What other bad habits did he have? This is going to be one of our last chances to do this. Dish on Dad.
Eat 5 raw hot dogs as soon as he came in.
Oh, that's so. I've heard you
And
talk
then wait
about
for
that.
dinner.
That is so gross.
He'd be eating a sandwich, just dry bread and bologna that he put together while
like-
he's making a sandwich with proper condiments.
Yeah.
Oh my
That first sandwich, he couldn't even wait long enough to throw some mustard on there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the whole time.
Did he not
Mom
eat
is-
during the day, or was he just?
I don't
think
know
he
if he
did.
did. I think Mom packed him a lunch
He
up
was-
to a certain point.
He was a big guy.
Okay.
He liked to eat.
He's slim now.
Yes,
I
he
guess
is.
skin cancer does that. Okay. That's not what this is about, guys. We're here to have fun. That went down a dark path really, really fast.
We tell jokes here. We joke here.
That wasn't
Just
even a
joshing each
joke.
other.
That was just a sad admission. Anyway, I've missed you guys. Have you guys missed me?
Yeah, very much. We haven't been hanging out. We hang out a little bit,
Yeah, we hang out.
but
quite a bit.
we've been in different places
We hang out
lately.
about.
I
the
never
right
see
amount of
PJ.
time, I think.
Last time I saw you was last time I was on here.
Like,
And the
yeah.
last time you were on here was 2 episodes ago. That's how.
Yeah, well, you guys are like you and glaciers. Move at similar
You've
speeds.
got a big old man's beard now.
Yeah.
I don't have any topics. PJ already told me I couldn't talk about the Christmas party.
I didn't say that. I've been talking about the Christmas party all day.
He told me like half the ride home today from Yakima was about that thing.
Like,
But now I've
seriously,
cornered him.
no,
We've already
just don't.
started.
I mean, we don't. There's plenty of other stuff we can talk about. You know, it's still
You don't want to hear
Come on.
more about PJ's Christmas party? You got a taste already. when
me.
you get here.
Oh, I do. I like any story that
Ends with somebody
like-
waking up the next morning
being sore from dancing.
and needing to apologize, but you don't quite know what for.
Yeah.
Oh God, I do it every time I drink. Anyway, just waking up and I'm just so embarrassed, and I like get depressed. Like I told Nick I was so glad he was there when I woke up this morning because like the last time I got real drunk and made a fool out of myself, and I woke up in the morning like I had to take Sophie to preschool, and I was so bummed. I just wanted her to sit there and hang out with me and talk to me because I just didn't want to be alone with my thoughts because I just sit there. I'll be laying down watching TV or something, and just out of nowhere, I'll just go, ah! Like, I'll remember something, I'll just go, oh, God, I hate it.
But I was there
Audibly.
last night. There's nothing really for you to be embarrassed for. You danced a lot, which is uncharacteristic.
That's what I'm embarrassed about, really.
But it's not like you were out there trying to seriously dance. You were just fucking around. Like, I mean, Diego had some moves. Watch out for that guy.
Yeah, we had a break
Fucking
dancer
broke out the
there.
cardboard, that guy.
I remember like moshing a little bit, like sort of pushing people around.
That's got to be
Only the
context appropriate.
Only
I
the
hope it was
people
during
who
a
I
good-
knew like would think it was funny.
Okay.
Did they think it was funny? I think it was out smoking.
I don't know. I think everyone.
You don't want to be moshing to Lady in Red. You just want to make sure the music was appropriate.
All I know is like at the time I thought everybody was loving everything that I did. Even when Mary came out, she's like, "You spilled beer in my purse." I'm like, "You're welcome. Merry Christmas." I don't even know what happened there, but I do remember like causing a beer. I think I tried to mosh into this guy Matthew and cause him to spill his entire beer because I remember like grabbing napkins and like starting to clean the floor
What in the
where I
world?
spilled a whole beer and then just going like, fuck it, and walked away. I don't even know. I remember like talking to one of my managers and I went and like I sat on a box that was next to his chair and then like just completely collapsed the box. It was like an empty cardboard box. I just went tumbling out and I was like, it's good. I just stood and talked to him instead.
You know what's weird is when we showed up, you invited me. I was his plus one. It
Excellent.
felt the room seemed a little stuffy to me, but boy, did it get loose fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Well, I mean, there
Did the
were
Ollers lube that party up? Is that what happened?
I don't think I had much to do with it. This was PJ's work party. It's his work friends,
Right.
and friends. But I enjoyed watching him go insane.
So what's the sort of temperature of the office? Like, is everybody
They
real
keep it at, like,
chummy?
68.
Are you?
Idiot.
well, it's a restaurant. So
Okay.
when we first
All right.
showed up, the party was pretty dead and super cliquey. There was the kitchen guys table,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
busser
yeah.
table,
I hung out
the
with those
hostess
guys. They had the best
table.
weed.
Dude, don't even worry about it. And yes, that's right.
But yeah, once everyone got there and fucking Diego started breakdancing.
Let me
Just
set the scene
kinda-
for you a little, Aaron. It was at a concert hall.
Ooh.
Well, the front area of a
Uh-huh.
concert hall, but it was still plenty of space.
Okay.
There were wings.
Wings,
Beer?
Swedish
You had to pay for the beer.
meatballs.
I thought it was going to be an open bar.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't committed it if
That
you
would've been nice.
included that detail. But no, the thing is, like, people towards the end of the night when things started loosening up, people were just blatantly going to the AMPM or whatever, buying beer and bringing it
Oh,
in.
that's excellent.
Yeah.
And the white elephant gift that I ended up with was a 40 of Bush
Yeah.
and a pack of Marv Lights.
No shit.
I fucking stole that from Nate.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Nice.
smoke, does he?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, whoops.
Fuck yeah, he would have loved it.
Well,
Now you're a
even
dick.
a better steal than I thought then.
I got a little tiki guy for my white elephant gift.
Did you?
Yeah.
I got a
PJ
raccoon
was one of the
one time.
last. You know how White Elephant works, right? We don't have
Yeah,
to explain
absolutely.
this.
I want a raccoon.
PJ
A little stuffed raccoon.
got a primo spot like right towards the end, so he got to eye everything
nice.
out. Nobody out of the 8 people there and the 8 things they were holding, I think, expected to go for the tiki guy.
Matt, the guy who I took it from, knew
Disappointed.
it was coming. He was hiding it
Yeah.
behind his back.
Aw.
But
PJ, what gift did you buy for the exchange?
I found a Justin Timberlake doll that
Sweet.
was the first gift picked, and that kid hung onto it. He was like hiding it under his shirt. He loved it.
Who wouldn't?
And I went the safe route. I bought a Nerf gun that shot discs.
That's kind of nice.
That's fun.
I like that.
Yeah, party
Yeah.
atmosphere. Get it going.
Absolutely.
Oh, I just remembered it's happening to me too, except for I'm not embarrassed about everything. I just remembered what are those things? The Chinese lanterns? Is that what they're
Yeah.
called? That was pretty mesmerizing.
I embarrassed myself during those too. Because first I
The
spilled
ones that hang or the ones that like fly away?
the
They fly
fly-away.
away.
Oh yeah.
And they're
First
on
I
fire,
spilled-
it all
I
seems
love
dangerous.
that.
I spilled beer all over my first one, so it wouldn't fly. And then on my mad dash to grab another one, I stepped on and ripped my bosses.
Jesus.
And
Oh, how about that? You were feeling good about. I won't give away too much, but the owner of the place that you work at was there.
oh yeah,
PJ was standing and talked to him for like 15 minutes.
Chumming it
like,
up.
Yeah.
Total
Yeah.
schmooze fest.
All
like
right.
you. It's kind of nauseating. Remember when we
Hey.
went to American Brewing
Yes,
Company?
I
Man,
liked
you were
those
fucking
guys.
selling your shit.
I
They weren't
wasn't
as-
even. We were just talking.
Come on, buddy.
What? Yeah, it was.
We were all talking.
Yeah, we were doing a little biz.
I got a $25 gift card,
Those guys were really
$25
nice.
gift card to my bar, so now I can drink 5 beers now.
Hell yeah.
God, it's gonna be so bad going back to work tomorrow. The thing is,
I don't know what you're worried about. Is it
I
all the Facebook pictures that have surfaced
Well,
since yesterday?
Oh, no.
yeah, every one of those reminded me of something.
Oh.
Well, like,
See,
the
when
problem
I
is-
did that, I haven't done that. I haven't gone out like that for a little while. The last time I really acted crazy, that was pre-Facebook, I'm going to say.
Right?
Whoa. You keep yourself in check, pal.
I try. I'm not going to say there weren't moments, but they weren't parties.
The worst Facebook pictures are like if it's 2 girls like trying to look sexy for the picture, and then like I've obviously just stuck my head in.
I know just the one you're talking about.
Those are all-
Anybody that's PDA's friend on Facebook, go catch it while you can. It's seriously hilarious.
Yeah, I do look great in that picture.
Yeah, you do.
But I just specifically remember like out there dancing and like looking up, and like some smoking hot hostess is obviously just trying to keep away from the train wreck that I'm going to be. She doesn't want me to fall on her when I eventually fall and start puking.
Yeah. Good
It
times.
was all right though.
Good times.
Yeah,
My friend Bryce did a keg stand.
I didn't see that either.
Oh,
yeah, maybe I blacked
did
out.
a keg stand.
I didn't make any scenes today.
No,
It was the
I don't think
PJ
so.
show.
You're asking
It was
that
us.
guy?
I really think that like I was probably the most talked about thing of that party.
That's great.
That's the problem. Like I was thinking like
That's so awkward.
like it was like, oh, you know, like how they say dance like there's no tomorrow. Like I remember going home and thinking that and going like, God, that's true because tomorrow's gonna suck. Tomorrow when I put myself through all the torture of remembering everything, and of course I wake up never drinking again. Actually,
yeah.
I woke up feeling good because my wife was going to work and I wasn't going to see her because I was coming to Seattle.
So he was feeling great.
So she was like, hey, I'm leaving. How was the party? And I go, oh man, it was so much fun. I was dancing like crazy. She goes, oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh, no.
And then I was like,
Well, even
you're
tell me that I
right.
cut you
It is
down.
embarrassing.
Thanks, honey.
And I know that, like, if I went home and I was like, God, I'm just so embarrassed. I can't get over it. She'd be like, yeah, you shouldn't dance. You shouldn't.
How many times have you danced when Elvina was present?
Just the Halloween party, like 2 months ago, which
That's
was,
awesome.
you know, just as bad. But at least
Don't
those
strike
were
me as that
only
kind of
good
guy
friends
at
of mine.
all.
As the dancing kind of guy?
Yeah, I guess if you were to be just anywhere and you didn't know everybody you were with, I can't see you getting out there doing anything.
I don't know what happened. I don't like it. I wish I was the kind of guy that could just do it and get over it, but in the days like these.
There was karaoke.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
surprised that
Did
you
it- you
weren't
guys?
on mic at any point, given
Yeah.
your state most of the night.
None, neither of you? No?
No,
You don't
at
strike
one
me as
point I got
karaoke
talked
types,
into
is
doing
that?
a duet with Bryce of Folsom City Blues.
All
But
right.
then they never called our names, mysteriously.
Hmm.
It's not like we got lost in the shuffle. Nobody else was requesting.
Not
to.
very many did karaoke. Not very many people did. Just that
Except for-
weird kitchen guy.
Really?
Weird kitchen guy
What?
who I learned that night he was out. You can cut anything out you want. But I was outside smoking and that kid was out there too. And he'd already sang like 2 songs and taken them really seriously. And before anybody had a chance to be drunk or anything. And then I
Weird.
learn outside when I'm smoking, he says that he's only worked there for a week and a half.
Oh,
Not even that long.
weird.
He's like been there
Who
for a
does
few
that at a
days.
company party at a place
no.
they just started at?
Oh, no. No.
Yeah.
Back to the
That's
breakdancing
awkward.
kid though. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. it was
Like cardboard
good.
and everything.
Yeah.
No, he didn't pull out any
Ah, that'd be
cardboard.
dope.
Yeah. We should get off Christmas parties. I just got off yours. But I don't want to say too much about where I work. People have been fired for that before.
We didn't say anything about where you work.
No, I know. So what else is going on?
Who's your
guys?
tattoo of?
God. Such an idiot.
Never mind. I just opened the door to a story that I realized we would never tell in a million years.
Yeah.
So we'll leave you with that, Aaron. Have you had fun?
You guys and your secrets.
What's going on with you, buddy?
Nothing. You're looking at it. Hanging out.
I'm looking
Nice to
at
be
it. I'm
here.
liking
Thanks for
it.
having me over.
Yeah, of course.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No
fuck
worries.
these other guys.
Doing these last episodes, we had all these people, oh, dude, I definitely got to be on it. And no one comes. No one shows
That's
up.
bullshit.
One bailed on us
Seattle.
for a Seahawks game.
Yeah,
Speaking
that.
of Seattle.
Yeah, that guy.
Give me a break. He doesn't even strike me as a sportsman.
Sportsman.
And what was the other guy's excuse? Oh, I made other plans.
He forgot that. He
Wait,
made other
what?
plans.
No, he didn't forget that he had made plans. There was a punctuation in there. He's like, I forgot. I got the impression that he
Oh.
made the plans
He forgot
knowing
about
that he was
this.
bumping the show.
Yeah.
Not bumping. I guess we should just get out. Aaron, do you want to say it?
No, I don't want to say it. It's not for me to say.
That was really unfair of me. Aaron knows. Aaron's behind the curtains a little bit.
Little
You're our
bit.
secret producer.
Little bit.
That we're quitting the show.
Yeah.
PJ, it's mostly because of your work and school and daughter schedule.
Uh-huh.
So I'm telling everybody it's your fault.
It's fine.
May your life be the scapegoat.
That's
and people
fine.
have heard this because our last 3 episodes are trying to convince everybody else that we're not quitting and we're just going to take up Skype
Yeah.
Assholes.
and bought the equipment, but that never happened. And I realize that's mostly me because
I still
I'm
have
afraid
those
at the
Skype
idea of Skype.
headphones packaged up, and they wouldn't let me return them because I didn't have the receipt anymore.
And plus, it's probably a newer model by now. It's been so long since
Yeah,
that.
really.
But
Still, those are going on eBay right next to this mixer. And,
really, you don't want to keep any of these as tokens, as reminders?
I will never use this mixer for anything.
I might hit you
else.
up for that mixer.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't have one.
that's
I just
pretty
go straight
nice.
in through a thing.
That's
and
pretty
it annoys
nice.
me. Yeah, we'll talk.
You can record straight into an iPod with it. Not that we've ever done that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That'd be good to take somewhere.
Yeah.
Do some location recording.
We used to have plans to do things like that.
Yeah.
Remember when the show had spirit and spunk?
Yeah.
3 years, man. 3
Yeah,
years.
dude. We just did 3 years.
Well, when are you guys announcing retirement? That's
Yeah,
that's the
right.
cutoff for
Right.
podcasting.
Right. No joke.
Yeah,
Congrats
there's
on
a lot
3
of
years.
thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people we should probably thank, and we can do that in one separate from this. This isn't our very last episode. We're gonna do one more after this, just me and the bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you have to.
Do you expect that you'll cry?
For being honest,
No, I don't.
I'll be all right.
But I like the matter of fact. This didn't hesitate. Didn't consider my feelings. Just went for the jugular.
I am. It's nothing that should be taken personally against you, but I will be glad to be done.
Me too. Me
and
too.
not have it hanging over my head anymore. I think it ran its course, and I'm ready to move on.
That's how you know it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
We should say we got a script deal also. That's 80%.
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
We're pitching ideas.
You guys have a development
We
deal?
got this new practical joke show that's.
Oh my god.
we're-
Aaron, let's talk about this.
Uh-huh.
Can I talk about
Yeah,
this?
do it.
Do you know we have a show too? We can go in. Let's see if we can pitch it to the same network.
Okay. I want to tell you about this show. Do you watch True TV at all? No. You're science or nothing. That's this guy's
How
MO.
you gonna
Seriously.
call me out like that?
Try to get stoned and then go to this guy's house. And then I'm
Oh,
watching a special literally about, not a special, it's a regular show, how stuff is made or whatever that one is.
Yeah.
We
How
watched,
it's made.
we
Yeah.
didn't, we saw a teaser for Jawbreakers, but then it never came up.
No.
I'd sit and watch 10 minutes of a Jawbreaker being made.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, it's a
I
great
like
thing.
I like those kinds of things.
Yeah. We watch a lot of that TV in my house.
Nick watches a lot of Cops, hence the knowing every commercial from True TV.
Well, there's, True TV is like reality television,
Mhm.
but mostly it's cops and that terrible show, World's Dumbest Criminals, in which
I
Tonya Harding
believe
gives
it's
her
not
opinion.
reality; it's actuality.
Oh my God,
Isn't that
really?
what they say?
Yeah, they do. So there's this new
How
show.
did those people get in that position to make the decision that that's going to be our slogan? Like, how do those people have those jobs?
I'd like to be a fly on the wall. At
So
that pitch
frustrating. I'd like to be a bomb in that room and kill them all.
Who decides to spell True TV like without the E though? Just TRU.
Oh, so slick.
It'll save Twitter characters. It's all about the social media.
Yeah. Always,
You're right, Janet. You're right.
so
we should
there's,
give you a promotion. Do you want to start making decisions?
They had a focus group that too many vowels are assaulting to the eyes.
Oh, God, focus groups. The Asperger's Club that those focus groups must be. People, who does that?
I can just imagine.
I
Like,
didn't like the tone of the
I
colors.
remember going to a thing once, like at a hotel. Nick Kay got us tickets to it, and it's like we were like a focus group for 2 new sitcoms, neither of which ever came out. And like
I wasn't a part of this, was I?
Yeah, you were there. One of them was called Blind Men, and it starred Patrick Warburton and some other
Yes.
guy. And they were like blind salesmen, like curtain blinds.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
And,
I
the
was
idea I laughed at
totally
was
on
better.
board for a minute. Yeah.
But yeah, I remember feeling really important and really filling out that card like with a sense of purpose, and I'm going to change television.
I spent a summer in L.A. and a bunch of us went down to a taping for a pilot for a show that never got picked up called Costello.
Ooh, tell me more.
Elvis
Costello?
No. It was her last name was Costello. I forget what the first one. I
God,
forget
it was
what her
a
first
bitch.
name is, but she was this blonde female comedian, and her father in the show was the dad from the Wonder Years.
Oh,
So
really?
that was kind of cool.
Dan
but-
Lauria?
But
Nice
yeah,
pull.
pilot. Yeah,
Dan
nice
Lauria.
job.
You know from Wonder Years. I know from Independence Day. Does he have a scene in that movie?
I believe he does.
Where to
Any movie where they need a grizzled general or something.
I can't imagine
say
that
one
guy on a
thing.
sitcom. Because he's so scary. I went back and started watching Wonder Years because it's all on Netflix Instant.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm about 10 episodes in. First of all, great show so far.
Really?
Yeah, it really holds
I
up.
feel like it would.
That's
Um,
great. You know, I can't wait to get sucked into another 100-episode thing.
It's
on
148, I think.
Oh,
It's
something
going to
like
take
that.
up my entire life.
Jesus.
Anyway, what was I saying?
We were talking about True TV a little while. Oh,
True
no,
TV.
you're talking about Dan Lauria. Like, I think you're going to say you couldn't picture him being funny.
That's it. Thanks for being inside my brain, buddy.
I think he's popped up on sitcoms like
Yeah, he's
How
here
I
and there.
Met Your Mother type thing.
Yeah, but he
He's
always
here and
plays like the gruff army man.
Nah,
like you're saying, right?
it's
No?
pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah,
Because he's scary as hell. He
No,
reminds me
he
a
was
lot
like-
of how I felt about our dad.
yeah, he was
On that
scary
show.
on that show.
Mm.
Man.
Your dad was the
there's-
authoritarian.
Mhm,
Yeah.
for sure. You wouldn't know it now, the pansy. I'm saying goodbye to Dad, too.
But he wasn't a real man like Jack Arnold on that show.
No, Jack Arnold, even the
Jack
name.
Arnold. Yeah, seriously.
Dad was never in fucking Korea.
So what's your idea? Your True TV show
no,
idea?
it's not my idea. The fact that it was somebody's idea. The fact that it's not even an idea. It's a
Four
show-
fat guys.
4 fat guys, like mid-30s, probably most of them.
Okay.
And so we know who our demographic is already. These jokesters, I don't know if they've been friends their whole lives. It hasn't premiered yet. They just keep showing promos.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
Thursday, set your DVR. Did I tell you the name? Impractical Jokers.
Impractical Jokers.
Mhm.
Oh, those guys. Yeah, I've seen that.
You have?
I've seen that commercial.
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
And so these 4 guys put themselves you have to say this in a crowded department store.
Yeah, one of them goes out and they have like an earpiece, and there are guys in the truck, in the van, like
Yucking
watching
it up.
and like telling the
slapping each
guy
other
what
on
he
the
has to
back.
say, and he has to do crazy shit in front of people, and his friends make
so
him look like a
Maybe it's
dumbass.
like the guys from that old show Buzzkill, and they're just like a little older
I
now.
remember Buzz.
They're like, you still got that van with the smiley face on it. Let's fucking
See,
throw
even
a coat
that
of paint on there.
has more originality than whatever this commercial is trying to show me. 4 schlubby dudes like, hey, look at us, we're just like you. We don't need women, fuck them.
right.
And so one example that they show a clip of what you're in for. And this guy's standing there, it looks like a department store, and he's talking to an older lady, I think maybe she's helping him. And they're telling him in his earpiece, yell MILF alert as loud as you can.
Oh my
Milf
god.
It was the best. And then there's another one. This is my
What are
favorite one.
fans of Larry the Cable Guy going to watch between 7:30 and 8 o'clock?
There's one where this guy, he's in the bathroom and the door won't close or something, and he asks somebody to get him more toilet paper. It's pretty good. And they're all laughing, their asses off,
You're out
coked
of
up
your
as
mind.
shit, I'm sure.
Coked up.
Go.
You'd have to be.
Yeah. Well, they're in entertainment, right? That's sort of.
I don't know. I think they're just high on like sandwiches. They're all like
High
fat
on
Italian
trans fats.
grease balls.
You know that thing, How I Met Your Mother does, where they replace pot smoking with eating hoagies?
Sandwiches.
That's
Yeah.
pretty funny. That's a pretty clever.
What's that now?
That show's sometimes funny.
I've never seen it.
It's all right. Terriers, watch that, everybody. Wanted to get that out in our second to last episode. I discovered it's canceled already, so fuck us, I guess, but for not watching it originally. But I thought it was really good.
I just rewatched Jericho for the second
Did you?
time.
I've never seen that.
All 29 episodes.
I've heard good things.
You know what a not courteous thing to do is, Aaron?
What's that?
Invite somebody over to your house. Watch episode 27 of Jericho when I sit down.
Oh, you did.
And then try to explain
Yeah.
everything to me.
Episode 28, and yeah, I was being nice. I was keeping you caught up. I was saying, let me explain to you real quickly why it's now called the Allied States of America.
Can I be honest? That is something that's like, it's the most annoying thing when it happens to you, but you still do it to everyone
Yeah,
you
what
can.
am I going to do? Disrupt
Like, it's
my
not-
whole life because you're there? I'm
Right.
fucking not going to go 3 days just sitting on the last 2 episodes of Jericho.
But I've been on both sides of that. I think everybody is.
I did come take over your television today with the closer.
You'll fucking watch
Closer?
anything. It's crazy. I'll watch shit
You're the
like
first person I've ever heard of that watches that show. And they advertise it as like
someone's
the
been
most
watching it
watched
for 8
show on
seasons,
cable
sir.
or something.
Yeah.
So what is it? What does she close? Is
She
she an
closes
attorney or something?
cases.
Oh, okay.
No,
She just walks through shit, shuts it.
Her whole thing is she gets confessions out of people before they lawyer up. So she always tricks them into confessing. It's a good show.
Sounds a little sticky to me.
Yeah. And she goes home and blows Kevin Bacon.
She does, doesn't she?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't feel like I watch a lot of shit TV shows anymore. I quit watching The Amazing Race.
That bag of bones looked terrible. I was sleeping
God.
through most of it.
Yeah.
Are you a Stephen King fan, Aaron?
Occasionally. The
Yeah.
things I've seen and been...
What's the last thing you read?
I didn't read Bag of Bones. I started it, but I didn't finish
It's a Pierce Brosnan movie now, or a miniseries
Right.
on A&E, and apparently it's terrible. AV Club
Oh.
gave it a D+, and AV Club is my bubble.
That's a shame. That's a shame for Pierce Brosnan. I like him.
I
think
He's
he'll be
all right.
I don't know how I feel about him. I
No?
can't think of a movie that I was like, scratch that, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes, definitely Mrs. Doubtfire. Which I saw on TV the other day, and I have a, like, Robin Williams does not get the benefit of the doubt from me. Like, he needs to prove himself to me every time. I go in hating him when I go to a movie, and he has to work against that.
Yeah.
So there's
We were just talking
there are
about
few
Robin
movies
Williams'
of his I like, but
career
that's one of them.
Trajectory? That doesn't even apply. Can't even pronounce it. So you only like the dark, weird Robin Williams? Is that
Well,
what you're
I
saying?
like bearded Robin Williams.
Bearded Robin Williams always works for me.
Yeah, that's
Old
the
Dogs
standard,
would have made
okay.
twice the money it did if he'd had a beard in it.
Oh my god.
I hear that's one
No,
of those
I-
movies, by the way, that you have to see just for the sheer amazement of what they chose to do.
To see an animatronic monkey hit Seth Green in the nuts over and over again.
Tim,
Sounds like you've seen it.
I've heard
seen the
that
commercials.
I've heard that Tim Heidecker and Neil Hamburger, that comedian,
Yeah.
those guys are buddies, and they like Tim loves that movie, and they watch that movie together. Like I think they saw it 5 or 6 times when it was in the theaters, just because it's so it's so horrible.
I can't watch this movie like they say. Like you have to watch it because it's so bad. I don't like that. Like even when we watched The Room, like
Oh, The Room's
once
pretty
was
amazing.
enough for me.
Yeah, but you'll
The
never forget it, will you?
Buttercream Gang obviously was a great one to watch.
Buttercream Gang.
I don't know
Classic.
that.
It was a Mormon-inspired video that somehow ended up in our possession.
It's
as kids.
produced by Mormons, but it's not about Mormonism.
Wait a
at
minute.
It kind of is. Pastor gets a little too much screen time. If you ask
Butter
me.
Creek?
Buttercream.
Shit.
because
We talked
Because
about
there's
this in our
some
very
Butter something gang that my cousins used to read, and they were religious books. That
Uh-oh.
Sophia, come here, Ma.
Showstopper.
What happened?
Fight, 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 fight.
So I was telling Aaron that we're about to describe the best concept for a book ever. He doesn't know what Stephen King's newest book is about.
I don't. No,
Not
I don't.
that great of a concept.
Wait it out, buddy.
All right. Uh-huh.
For those that don't know, it's a book called P-Day finished it, and now I'm reading it. And we've been having a lot of really insightful discussions about it.
Is this
So-
one of his? Is this one of his super long books? Or
Yeah,
is this one of his?
800 pages or something like that.
Okay.
It's closer to 9.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a hefty one. But so basically, this guy discovers a time portal in the diner that he works at, and convinces this other guy to go back into the past. He has to go back to September of 1958, right?
That's where the portal leads to.
Yep.
Okay.
And their plan is that he's going to go back in time and prevent Kennedy's assassination from happening.
Oh my goodness.
For the better. They've explained it, but I don't really quite get how preventing that assassination. I've heard he's a great man. I don't know much about him, but they really make it seem like it would save millions of lives.
Because LBJ, no, that it had the potential to. LBJ took over
the Vietnam stuff,
and then
all that,
the
right.
shit that happened with Vietnam after that. Maybe that wouldn't have happened. Maybe other things wouldn't happen. Maybe 9/11 wouldn't have happened. Who knows? Fucking butterfly effect.
My first thought when I heard the concept was, well, why not go back and fucking prevent 9/11 from happening? Because that's more relevant and timely. But the catch is, it only goes back to 1958 in September.
So you'd
Also-
have to go back in time and wait 40 years for 9/11 to
Yeah.
happen.
I should also say I'm loving this book so far. It's so much fun. It's so stupid,
Yeah.
but I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's
And I
great.
think he's a.
Where does it take place? I mean, not
fucking
Maine.
Yeah.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Not Castle Rock.
Oh.
I think he blew up Castle Rock, but he still sets pretty much every story in Maine.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it sends him back to a place in Maine. Obviously, he has to travel down to Texas eventually to.
Right.
But
right,
he
right.
he gets there with there's 5 years before the Kennedy assassination happens.
Good grief.
So he's got to live there in that time for 50 years.
Does he shit the bed on the ending? Because that's my main critique of Stephen King, especially as of late.
Yeah.
He fixes everything with dynamite. I've gone on about it in the show. You were listing several books, in which case dynamite saved the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't tell me don't spoil this one, but if it ends with fucking dynamite, I'm going to throw your book out the
Yeah,
window.
as much as I would love to spoil the ending of this book, I won't. I'll let you get there.
I was more of a Michael Crichton in my sort of garbage, like mass consume authors.
I had a Michael Crichton phase. I read quite a few of his books when I was a teenager, and then I got bored. I've only read two John Grisham books in my life.
Okay.
And fucking ate them both up. Thought they were dazzling reading. Like, they're just super fun. And then I have never gone back. There's like a world of books by him.
I really liked the Andromeda Strain. That was a good one.
Going back to Crichton, huh?
I liked that one.
That
was one of my favorite
I'm
books.
trying to
You
derail
keep-
you
keeping the
with my
illiterate
Grisham
listener.
train.
Yeah. Your Grisham train. None of that. Yeah, no thanks.
How's that working out for you, PJ?
That's all right.
She is not creating a distraction by audibly, at least.
We should say that Sophie was screaming, obviously. That's why we took
I
that
think that'll
break.
come across on
Sophie.
mic pretty well.
Now she's joined us.
Do you know who Thomas Kincaid is? The painter
I've
of
seen the
light.
name.
That garbage, like Christian painter.
Yeah, yeah.
The painter of light.
Didn't
That
he
sort
have-
of
Is that his
mass
title? What is Painter of Light?
That's his like nickname for himself.
Okay.
Painter of light.
Love it. Go on.
And he like puts I think it's the letter M or N or something in all of his paintings. He like hides a bunch of them because like his wife's name is Margaret or Nancy, like whatever the letter is. It's pretty absurd.
It's pretty groundbreaking.
And yeah, it's
if you listen
Christians
to
love it.
Anne Getty portrait backwards, I can't remember the girl's name. My
What?
joke is ruined. Who's that chick that does all the like
The
cute
babies?
babies?
It's
Yeah.
Ann Geddes.
Big
I'm just wondering where this joke is going. You're saying that
I already
If
muttered
you-
it.
if you
I deflated.
listen to the painting backwards, is
Yeah.
that what you said?
That's what I said.
Okay.
That's what we're dealing with now. Is that it? Okay.
So let's talk more about
Good luck, PJ.
Retiring?
the script deal we got.
Yeah, what's up with that?
We don't have actual prospects like
Oh, I
you,
see.
Mr. Motivation over here.
No.
Fucking nauseates me. I'm glad you're here, buddy.
Thanks, man.
And on our
Thanks for having
second to
me.
last episode.
I know.
Yeah. So do you have any questions?
special.
You're sitting in the place to listen now. Anything we haven't tackled in 150 episodes?
I nope. You got it.
We got it, right?
Yeah, you
That's
nailed
the
it.
thing. We ran out of things to talk about. We
Is that-
covered
that's
every
the real
aspect of our lives, yes.
You should come up with a bunch of reasons why you're not doing the show anymore, and have people decide which one they believe.
I like that. You get the ball rolling on this one. I gotta think of a good one.
Illness. Someone contracted something serious.
Uh-huh.
We're not going to talk about it.
Now you think
You
it would
know.
actually be me or PJ or like somebody in our extended family?
Doesn't matter. Who knows?
They know we're pretty much cut off from most of our
Who
families, so
knows? Well, it's probably someone close to you. It's got to be severe. It's got to, it's got to be something important enough to interfere.
Sophie's cry did not seem healthy when she came out. Yeah, okay, I like that the best. Or here's what I'd go with. This is the, and I'm going to claim this is true.
Okay.
I had an affair with PJ's wife. It's caused a rift.
Father
Yeah,
Sophie.
it's
You know
real.
what? You
Yeah.
kind of saw it coming, though, right? Blatantly flirts with me constantly.
This is a Maury situation at this point. We're not. Nobody's sure.
Have you
of
met
anything.
PJ's wife?
Yeah.
Her
Oh, yeah?
catchphrase around me is literally "ew." She could not be more disgusted by
Ew?
this. She took it easy on me this weekend, though.
I asked her to.
I appreciate that.
But while Nick was in Yakima, they came into my restaurant to eat. We've got this busser who's so gullible. I was outside smoking a cigarette and talking to another friend of mine, and I was like, "Yeah, my my wife and my brother are here, and they've got the baby with them." Talking about Sophie, and he goes, "Oh, your wife and your brother had a baby?" Like just kidding around, like that's how my friend just jokes.
Right.
I was like, "Yeah, I know it's awkward, but I'm gonna forgive him and stuff." And this buster's like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Dude, I would not even talk to my brother after that. How can you go down there and wait on them?" And it's like, kid, get it together.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, he looks over and probably playing peekaboo with Sophie or something, just filling that dad role, fucking making you seethe.
It's great.
Kind of on that same topic. You ever spit anybody's food, PJ, or drink?
I've done things.
Have you?
I did things. I did things at A&W.
Well, we were kids.
That kid Calvin Hockenberry, who I hated, came in once, and like
I hate him, and I only know his name.
Every strawberry milkshake. I did something to it. I can't even remember. I just put like some bleach or something. No big deal. Never heard from him again.
Yeah, he stopped coming around there after a little while.
Yeah, weird.
Nah, I don't know. I just put like, honestly, something as innocent as I'm going to put some peanut butter in it too. That's going to be gross.
Good one. You burned Hockenberry. We should see if he's on Facebook.
I've looked.
I'll bet he's got tattoos.
I can't find him.
That kid was like, he was a classic example of a bully. Like, he just seemed like there was no good to him.
But the thing is that
because he was nasty, or because he was like William Zabka, like he was classic.
No, he was not a handsome man.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He was just trash. I mean,
I like the reference, by the way.
He was super trash. I remember specifically his little brother had a wicked mullet all the time. It was a jerk, too. But I remember Calvin. I knew him my whole life, like since kindergarten. And he became a bully in like the 6th grade.
I didn't know this.
Nah, he was perfectly nice before then. He was
Really?
a good kid, yeah. And then he just decided that he was going to be a little fucking hard ass who never wore sleeves anymore. And had that bowl cut and come into A&W and mad dog me over his...
Can we describe his T-shirt of choice that he wore at least 3 days out of the week? We've done it before on the show. This is not the first time fucking Calvin Hockenberry has come up on this show.
Amazing.
But he had a shirt, it was Mount Dunkmore, and instead of the presidents or whoever is on Rushmore, it was
a series of basketball players.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Mount Dunkmore.
I love that.
No sleeves.
Of course not. You can't put sleeves on Mount Dunkmore.
I was thinking about bullies the other day. Remember Corey? He was one of my bullies. You probably don't remember him.
No.
Corey, he had parted, really long blonde hair. He was a fucking dick to me. I would sit there and daydream at school of breaking his back over my knee. Yeah.
Did you have a
He
bully
beat us
like
up
that,
one,
PJ?
or at least me one time at that park, Ryan Park.
Was that him? Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Fuck that guy. I wish I remembered his last name. I'd poke him.
You badass. Slow down.
You're in the tech world, Aaron. People
am.
don't poke, right?
No.
That's still a feature, though.
I mean, kids, the kids.
Do they?
They have their poke wars.
But
But
it's
it's like
an
an
old man, but I
obligatory
don't
thing.
even understand what the purpose is. It's not saying hi.
We've
right?
evolved
It's
past
saying
it.
hi without saying hi.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ugh. Who are these people?
Bad people. Bad people. Cat people.
Still waiting for my Google Plus invite, friends. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to jump
Dude,
ship.
it's out of beta. Get
Is
in
it
there.
the same thing? I don't
Pretty much.
understand
It's
what
a
it is.
social
it's
networking
more of
site.
like,
Is it?
yeah, it's a social network, and it's more like early adopter type people. Like, if you don't know, but like they're not saying, not a lot of people are advertising because they kind of like that you can kind of have a conversation on there.
Tell them not to worry. I'll stay away.
Yeah.
You don't
I
get
did find-
Mafia Wars invites on
douchebag.
Google Plus. You know what I'm saying?
I did finally get an invite. Not from you. I'll stress that again.
Well, you never asked.
The guy had to. Somebody was nice enough to push an invite my way. And then I got to the point where I was like
You sure you're not Jewish?
coming up
'Cause you're
with
great
a
with the guilt.
handle, and I was like, fuck this. It seems like so much work.
Oh man.
Having to start all over again.
Yeah. I literally signed up. I don't even think I put up a profile picture and just registered like the shortcut domain, and then that's it. I haven't done it. I haven't said anything. I don't have any friends, nothing.
Despite my tone, I'm seriously fascinated. What's a circle?
It's something that it's like you put your friends in groups. It's like a list. except instead of an actual list, it's just a circle of pictures. And, like, people don't know what circle you put them in. So, like, I could have a circle called assholes I pretend to like and just drag people so I know, like, oh, yeah, that guy, okay.
I like that. I'm jumping ship.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
The only reason I moved away from MySpace originally was because the girl that had broken up with me, that I was pissed at, got off of MySpace and went to Facebook, so I followed her.
so you stalked? Well, listen, that's how many a person has joined the old Facebook.
You know what? I'm done with MySpace now. I don't need this. I'm a grown-up. Yeah, that was TMI, guys.
TMI.
Thought you were doing that at me for a second. It really fucking creeped me out.
PJ's doing the stare.
Sophie, what's Daddy look like when he zones out?
Oh my gosh, that's great! Nice job, Sophie.
I could probably do a top 3 favorite bits that Sophie does whenever I come to visit. That's one. Which, do it again, Sophie.
So you need to be taping this and
What does
put it
Dad
on
look
the
like
old
when he's, no, show
YouTube.
Aaron. What does Dad look like when he zones out? And that's
She's just
funny because it's
hunched
true.
over and like slack jawed and this
We'll get a
middle
picture
to
of
nowhere
it.
stance.
We'll put it on Facebook.
That's awesome. You totally should.
And what's the other one? Oh, she does the traditional knock knock joke.
Who's there?
Dang it.
You don't want to cue it up? Second to last episode.
Who's there?
No, that's not the one.
Chicken butt who?
I caught this girl in your face and then I built that scary and then it's gonna run into your face.
I only caught the last half of that,
Sophie.
but it was threatening.
Yeah.
Certainly.
She
She's
made
got
that
a-
up.
You know, I can
I've
kind of
never
tell
been spoken to in that manner, in that voice before. It's an odd experience.
that was not the one I was thinking of, but equally good, equally funny.
Nice job, Sophie.
You know any knock knock jokes there? I'm just kidding.
Knock, knock.
Why would I bring this show there? Who's there?
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself, who?
No, that's from the Catch Me If You Can. You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
the only
that.
knock knock joke I really
Is
know.
that why you did that hideous Boston accent
Yeah,
right now?
Listen, that accent is good as any of Tom Hanks's accents have ever been. Let's be clear about that.
Spielberg
The Terminal?
references go
Are you
right over
kidding
my
me?
head. I didn't even know what you guys were talking about.
Well, this guy.
I was telling PJ, have you seen the trailer for Spielberg's new movie War Horse that's coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. It looks super
Corny.
Curse
Yeah.
in front of
Everything's
her.
horrible.
It wasn't even it. I just blinked.
I don't like how it looks like a Clint Eastwood. Like, it visually
it does
looks
look
like a Clint Eastwood movie.
Boy, I hear J. Edgar is just horrible, to quote Scott Ackerman. The old man makeup in that looks really terrible
Does
based on the
it?
trailer.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I don't think it looks that bad.
I don't either.
The makeup and stuff? No way.
old man makeup has only ever worked for me once, and it was on How I Met Your Mother when Barney pretended to be an old man to pick up chicks.
Yeah.
Pretty realistic.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was seeing something else. I think it was Paranormal Activity 3. Because, you know, that's how I spend my Saturdays. I'm seeing it at the Dollar Theater now. I see it every weekend while it's still out.
What dollar theater?
I wish, buddy.
I know, me too.
But a War Horse trailer came on beforehand, and it's not like we were seeing a comedy, but it's like there was a punchline at the end. They show a close-up of the horse's face, I think, and there's triumphant music in the background, and everybody laughed at the same time.
Oh,
Except for me, I wasn't in on it because I just thought it looked stupid. I didn't think it looked hilariously stupid. And
no, Seattle
it's
audiences
kind of dispirited. Yeah, they're
are
kind of dicks.
cynical bastards.
They're kind of dicks. You're right.
We saw. I went to an advanced screening. Somebody I know got free passes at like the
What's the movie?
downtown.
What's the movie? You might turn out to be the biggest nerd I've ever met.
How to Deal with Mandy Moore.
How to deal.
It was
I
a
remember
Mandy
that.
Moore vehicle,
Yeah.
Whoa. No idea
and
what that
this
is.
was full of like drunk Seattle people who had nothing. They're like, yeah, let's go see this horrible movie, like that everybody knew was going to be bad. And there was like a scene where like characters were dying. Like there was a kid died on a soccer field. Like something was wrong with him, and he keeled over and died. And everybody just was roaring with laughter. It was so funny. It's just the worst movie.
In the case of the War Horse trailer, I kind of felt bad for Spielberg. He's done enough good for us all.
No, that man does not need your pity.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
He is the most overrated
I don't think that's
Yes.
true.
I remember
I don't think that's true.
when we came to Seattle to see Being John Malkovich, and they had a trailer for Ride with the Devil.
What's that?
Ang Lee movie. It had like Skeet Ulrich and Tobey Maguire,
Really?
and it was all about like horses and stuff. And Jewel is also in it.
Oh,
And I remember that everyone was like groaning during the trailer, just like, "Oh, what?" And then it's like featuring new music by Jewel, and everyone just started dying.
Just because it's our second to last episode, tell Aaron, who may not know this story, about Scream 3 again. Was it Scream 3?
Yeah, it was Scream 3.
Scream 3.
The classic black people being stereotypical story. That was wrong of me to say. But no, it was
You'll understand once you hear it.
It was
It's not
very
racist.
much
It's a
like
compliment.
like I'm sitting in like the middle of the theater, and a woman behind me is doing the, just like, "Don't go up there! Oh, you stupid! You
Yeah.
stupid!
Oh, yeah.
Don't go up there!"
Oh, yeah.
And then finally, after like a couple minutes of it, the deepest black guy voice I've ever heard from down in front turns around and goes, "Yo, shut up, bitch!"
No! Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it was pretty rad.
Oh, that's great.
Aaron, when I saw Toy Story 2 in the theater,
Yes.
there was a guy. It was a late night screening, to be fair. It was like 10 o'clock. But there was a guy. It was a Seattle theater, and he started smoking a cigarette in the front row. Have you ever seen anybody try
I
to
have
pull? And he's in the
never.
front row, like the plumes of smoke.
Was
Did
it
he,
like-
did he
he got
stop?
kicked
Did he
out
get caught?
straight
I
out of
bet he
Cape Fear?
did.
What's
Was he also laughing maniacally?
Yeah, well, the War Horse trailer came up.
Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh.
Maniacal laugh. I did not like that about the Muppets.
Yeah, I didn't quite get that
We've
joke.
all seen it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, seen it.
What'd you think?
I do want to say first, I want to interject that the blackest experience I've ever had in a movie theater was I was visiting my friend that went to Georgetown in Washington, D.C., and we went out to go see, and this was, we went out to go see Dogma. This was when Dogma was
Sold
in the
out.
theaters.
Saw how Stell got a groove back.
But it was-
I know how this is.
But it was sold out, and there were
Uh-huh.
protesters out front of the theater and everything. And it was this theater like that was in a train station, in a not so great neck of the woods.
Uh-huh.
And that was out. So we're like, well, shit, what are we gonna see? And the original Spike Lee's The Original Kings of Comedy was playing. And so we go, me, Dan, and
So what was
Ryan.
that for?
Like Aaron, Dan, and Ryan, the whitest names possible. We all go
Where's
into
Brad?
the
Was
theater.
Brad sick that
and
night?
yeah, right. Tyler couldn't make it. We were, the place was packed, and we were the only white people in this theater, and it was the best experience I would have paid 3 times
You really
what I
saved
paid
yourself there.
to have that experience. People were standing up, and the movie's a live
Yeah, yeah.
taping at at an arena, so there's an audience in the movie, and it was like 4D. Like you were just in it, like the audience just spilled out, and there they were, and they're standing up.
40s
and they're
where you can smell
yelling,
too. What do you smell without being racist?
It was so great. It was a wonderful experience.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I loved it.
The most active I ever saw in a movie theater was Varsity Blues. There were people like sitting in the aisles.
I saw that
and
in the theater.
running all around the place.
I saw that in the theater too with you, and that
Yeah.
weird kid.
We're that age.
Yeah.
We're the
Yeah,
age
yeah.
that saw Varsity Blues.
Yes, we are.
Yep.
That's our Kennedy.
That's
What-
our.
What theater did you see Varsity Blues at?
I remember going the whipped cream bikini,
Sure.
and I don't want your life.
I don't want. Yeah, God, the
That's it.
audience roared. At
Roared.
that. Oh yeah, standing up there. I don't want your life.
You're like, yeah, like the fat center gets a concussion. You're like, yeah, this is the best.
That guy's super skinny now.
How do you guys
See?
feel about Oh, hi, sir. How do you guys feel about what's the point of a new American Pie movie with all the original cast now? Is there an audience for that?
Money.
Because the first ones don't hold up at all, and I think we're all old enough to
Well,
recognize that now.
It's the nostalgia. They're going for the
Nobody.
nostalgia's hot right now, so they're going for that nostalgia thing. You can just rehash anything from when we were kids,
Yeah.
and it'll sell because we're taking our children. You know, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, I think they're shooting for nostalgia, but they're aiming. It's too close. It's too soon.
Blink-182's back right around the same time. Do you think
Yeah,
that's
but
suspicious?
this is what. Yes, exactly. This is like they're trying. It's like how Christmas, like the Christmas, or people start putting up Christmas decorations earlier. Like you start seeing Christmas commercials earlier and earlier every year. Like they're doing that with decades, with like fads and retro. Retro's getting closer and closer.
Are you guys gonna see that new American Pie movie?
No.
Probably not.
I was watching American Wedding.
I'll get the Blink out.
Yeah, I was
though.
watching it with you. I was just going to bring this up.
Yeah, and it was
Stifler was a cartoon character. I mean, I guess he always was,
terrible.
but there was literally a boy at one time.
I honestly
There wasn't, but there may as well have been.
But there might as well.
I always thought that Sean William Scott was just doing Stifler in every movie he was in, but no, man, Stifler was its own
Outrageous.
just over the top
Ugh.
weirdness. I did love the first American Pie though when it came out.
Well, we were of the right age. I
Yeah.
mean, it was a
Yeah.
titty movie first and foremost. Let's not forget.
Well, right. That was the one with Shannon Elizabeth, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that was great. She
Yeah,
was the
but that
best
was
part of
the
that
one-
movie.
That was the best scene in that movie.
And then, absolutely. And then the Stifler's mom story in the second one, I think. It was the second one?
boy, you're gonna have to refresh me on every detail.
I
of the
like.
second
I'm
one.
not sure which one, but it was just more.
That one
I don't
they
know, there
were
was,
like-
it was more of a story.
They were on a break and they got a cabin or something.
I
Wasn't
don't
that one?
I don't know, but I remember because that lady makes me laugh. She's funny.
Oh, Jennifer Coolidge.
Yes.
Yeah, she's funny.
She's great.
Best in Show. She's hilarious.
Hilarious. I was just rewatching. It was on A Mighty Wind, and
Yeah.
when he stops and they all hum for his dad. Like Dad had such a great hum. They're at that party beforehand.
I've only seen it once.
Dad, they're having like a cocktail party, and it's the night before, and so everybody's involved or whatever. And ting 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 ting, and he's like, we just want to have a toast for Dad, and Dad he would walk around and he just had the most marvelous hum, and so let's everybody hum for Dad for a few seconds, and so everybody's doing it, and it's sort of weird, and she's just like, like her, it's awesome, awesome.
For as clever as Christopher Guest movies are, it's always the stupidest stuff that makes me laugh. Well,
Yeah,
Fred
me
Willard
too.
in Best in Show
Oh my god,
is Best in Show. Like,
so great.
I didn't mean that to be as corny as it came out. But there's also a scene where Catherine O'Hara's character at the end, like, she can't go out with a dog because something happens to her leg.
Right.
I forget what happens, but she tries to walk, and it's the most ridiculous wobble walk.
Yeah.
I laugh just
Her
thinking
knee
about it.
goes like straight
Yeah.
to the side.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Yes. I know
There's some
exactly
great
what you're
stuff
talking about.
Jane Lynch, that's god.
Fucking-
That's
They're-
the
yeah,
funniest
they're
she's
amazing.
ever been, except for role models.
She's pretty funny in 40-Year-Old Virgin, too.
That's true.
Yeah, she is. You're right. You're right.
Did you guys hear about that guy that killed his wife from the 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that the guy that played whatever the Odd Job knockoff was in that Austin Powers movie,
Yeah.
Random Task?
Yeah.
That guy like killed his wife and
He
then
went to
killed a
prison
dude.
for raping and murdering a woman,
Jesus.
and then murdered a guy in prison.
Oh.
Think he still gets residuals?
He murdered his
Yeah.
cellmate.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
piling up, waiting for him on the other side.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That guy's gonna go scot free. He's got Mike Myers as his lawyer.
Yeah.
No, Mike Myers is the lawyer's assistant because he's playing a lawyer in the new Shrek.
Ugh. What happened to Mike Myers?
Dude,
Remember
he
that?
doesn't-
Remember when that guy was awesome?
He does not give a shit anymore.
No.
I don't even
Uh-uh.
think he. When was the last time you even saw him on a talk show?
Would
I think
you?
No, I guess not.
Because I'm not sure. Like
Adam Sandler obviously doesn't. I mean,
Adam
Jack
Sandler
and Jill.
obviously doesn't either. But Jack.
Jack
Sure.
and Jill's its own beast.
He hasn't cared for a long time, and his movie, the stupider his movie, the more money it makes. Like it's our fault. You
Jack
can't
and
be
Jill
mad
kinda
at those
tanked,
guys.
didn't it?
Jack and Jill didn't do well, but
Okay, good.
it was like, there are limits.
And what's the next movie that he announces?
I think if Bucky Larson hadn't come out, Jack and Jill wouldn't have been. Jack and
Bucky
Jill would have
Larson,
been fine.
I forgot about
1.5 million, I think it made.
that.
Yeah,
Really?
Bucky Larson is a scuff on the heel
But
of Happy Madison,
yeah,
and that's saying something.
after the non-success of Jack and Jill, the next thing that he announces he's working on, I've heard, is Grown Ups 2. Was that one a success? Did people buy into that one?
Yeah, dude, that
Yeah.
movie made a
Yep.
shit ton of money.
Shit ton.
And I know that because it was in Yakima until the week it came out on video. 'Cause anytime
Wow.
a family movie makes any sort of money, those people that own the theaters in Yakima keep it forever.
Old dogs.
They will never get rid of it.
Old Dog's not the first time that came up today either.
No. Kind of weird.
Like Real Steel is still there, and it's probably still in some other places
That
too.
sounds like a porno.
But I guarantee you Real Steel will be there until the week it comes
I'm
out
not
on
totally
video.
sure what that is. I got to be
That's
honest.
the Hugh Jackman fighting robot movie.
Okay. All right.
We saw
So
it.
matter of
There we
fact.
go. You saw it?
Yeah. we
How
watched
was it?
It was good.
You saw it as a family, right?
The best part was this 16-year-old girl sitting next to us who was boxing along with every boxing scene.
Great.
She was so into it. She's on the edge
Great.
of her seat. Get up!
Little girl,
Get
big girl.
up!
What are we talking
She's
about?
like 16.
But like,
Oh, no.
Look,
Skinny
you know what he's asking.
okay, all right.
The tits, is that what you're
I
talking
have
about?
no. No, but I mean,
Small tits, small nipples.
okay. Okay. Darker light.
But yeah, get up, Adam. Every time the robot was down.
Our dad did that too. He didn't yell at the TV, but he'd watch a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie or something.
Oh yeah.
And totally like.
Yeah, he'd move along with
He's
the
an
punches.
adult. He's a grown man, like throwing fake punches.
But then, like, he'd give us shit for playing video games and moving our
Right,
whole arms with
right.
the controller.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he did the same shit.
My wife loves Bloodsport.
Really?
She loves that movie.
Which one
and
is
she doesn't
Bloodsport?
like
Is
Van
that
Damme.
Van Damme?
And she doesn't like.
My wife likes
She
that
doesn't
movie,
like
too.
violence and gore and like horror. And
No,
she
your
likes,
wife
she
seems like a
likes-
really nice lady.
She's wonderful, but like her favorite movie's Dumb and Dumber. You know what I mean? Like she likes to have a good time.
Uh-huh.
Drama, you know, she's a classy lady,
Sure.
so she watches that crap. But yeah, can't even stand it. It's a shame. It's a goddamn shame. Selfie. Hi, selfie.
Sophie, what face do I make when I'm zoned out?
Zoned out face is good.
PJ and I, to pass the time on the 2.5-hour drive or so today, did you invent this game?
I don't know.
I think everybody invented this game in a drunken moment, probably at one point. But like we didn't have the iPod hookup, or it turns out we did, but he didn't know it was in his bag.
Oh no.
So
Sophia Claire.
So
what
radio.
happened?
Step over it.
Who needs a radio? Ready, Harry? Ready, Lloyd?
Sorry, go
Did
ahead.
she unplug something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Here's they're going to make a new one of those, by the way.
What's that?
Dumb and Dumber. Did you hear about this?
With the original cast, I heard it was being rumored.
With the Farrelly brothers and Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels.
Have you seen that Three Stooges trailer? It is a hoot.
Oh.
It's the worst. Have you seen it?
Yes, and last I heard, okay, this caught me by this T-boned me in the intersection. I was driving along my day, and I see Three Stooges trailer, and I drive to Three Stooges trailer, and then last I heard, the casting was like Sean Penn,
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, and Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, fuck yeah, like I can't wait. This is gonna be great. And it's Will Sasso, the gay dude from Will and Grace.
Not the gay dude you're thinking of, though, everybody.
No, but the other one, and some guy I've never seen in my life.
Yeah, PJ says he IMDb that guy, and he's a handsome fella.
Yeah, he's a-
Yeah, I IMDb to him too, and nothing. I didn't recognize
Yeah.
anything he was in.
He must do a really good mo. That trailer.
Well, now the
did not sell you.
bar is that high.
See, I stumbled upon this trailer at work, and PJ happened to be online, and so I saw it, thought it was like ridiculously terrible. Like
Right.
the lobster in the down his pants.
Yeah,
That actually happened.
yeah.
And PJ, like I sent him the link because I think it's hysterical. And then you told me that when we talked about it again, because this subject won't die. You said that you kind of get it, like you didn't see what was so atrocious about it.
I'm not interested in it, but I've watched the old Three Stooges. And
I get
so
what they're
I understand,
doing, but then
except
why
for
the
that,
Snooki cameo?
that Jersey Shore thing is ridiculous.
Right.
But the super zaniness, it's not a biopic. It's just supposed to be like a new Three Stooges movie.
But you're talking about the sort of definition of a style of movie, right? Like the Three Stooges, you have to handle with sort of like gloves. You know what I mean? Like this is something like it's sort of sacred in a way. Like
I never
this is
got
a,
it,
this
but I
is
know
a
what
very
you're saying.
right, but it's a thing, and a lot of people really love it,
beloved.
and it's definitely right. Like it's a part of
the people,
history of
people
entertainment.
who
So you
really-
have to treat it that way. And I
yeah,
just
and
think
the
it's,
people who really love the Three
it's
Stooges
pandering.
are not gonna like Snooki showing up.
right.
It's,
Well, the people that like the Three Stooges are mostly dead, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand the Farrelly brothers at all anymore. Anyway,
What was
what
the
are
last
some of
thing
their
they
later
did? I don't even know what they did lately.
Fever Pitch. That was
They did
god-awful.
They didn't
Fever
even
Pitch?
direct that, did they? Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah,
they
they
did.
did.
That's
Hmm.
weird.
That's a shame.
I don't know. I can't remember everything they've done.
So this
They
game,
need to get back to it.
this game that PJ and I played to kill the time, and boy did it ever. PJ tells me at one point that he didn't even remember he was driving. It was basically how you described it.
Yeah, I was like,
Autopilot.
I didn't know if I'd gone over Snoqualmie Pass yet, or like I was just going.
Excellent.
But PJ and I like movies, and the concept is very simple, which is why I'm sure everybody's played it before, probably. But you give an actor's name, a well-known actor. PJ would give a name, Robert De Niro, and then
Okay.
I name a movie that Robert De Niro's in, so on and so forth, back
Okay.
and forth until we can't think of anymore.
Oh, that's a good game.
It's a fun game.
Can we play that?
Yeah.
Right now?
It's fun
You
as
come up-
to
That's
to,
what I'm getting to.
to look it up, like everything
Ah.
we missed afterwards.
What? We didn't do that too much. There was only 2 times.
No, I bet
that there
you.
were
I bet you'd be
questionable
pretty good
answers.
at this game.
We're pretty awesome.
No,
at
no.
it.
What I'm saying is, like, after we give up, we look up everything that we missed.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because it's like, yeah,
Is
Malkovich
PJ's
wasn't Con Air.
Is PJ's movie IQ on par with yours?
PJ's got me beat, especially when
Oh,
it
really?
comes to.
Okay.
It doesn't really apply to this game. I'd say we're equally good,
Uh huh.
but
Because I know you're pretty good.
it's all a random game though.
You
Like,
did have a good pull earlier, though.
Dan Lauria.
That's right. That's no joke.
We'll
Which I
never
hope
forget
is
that
right.
callback.
That's
Yeah.
no joke. That's
I mean,
better. That's
that
better than
pull.
William Zabka. I recognize.
Hold on, guys. We bought a zoo trailer.
Well, let's do Matt Damon though.
Okay.
I think we should do one round. This is probably a
Okay.
super
Once again,
frustrating
TV
game
is
for
dictating the way the
listeners.
show goes.
Yeah.
And Matt Damon won't have too many.
I
so,
wish I really am enjoying recording with a TV on in the room.
it's
By the way,
distracted me
because
so
Ben,
much.
We
my
did that for
co-host,
Sophie's sake.
can't. If there's like
I don't
if
mind.
there's
it.
a bright flash somewhere, like we've lost him. Like
Yeah.
Let me
he's
ask
like
you
a
this.
he gets so
Do you
distracted.
fall asleep with the TV on?
I don't, but I watch TV until I'm about to pass out.
Yeah. I set my sleep timer. I fall asleep to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, let's start with Matt Damon.
Okay.
And because the TV came up with that, you can start. Aaron.
Goodwill Hunting.
Oh, it's also got to be a movie that's already out. So not We Bought a Zoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say
Early
Goodwill
screenings don't count as a
Okay.
release. Okay, Aaron?
Okay.
We're just getting the rules out there right away.
The Bourne Identity,
Born Ultimatum.
Ocean's 11.
The Bourne Supremacy.
Ocean's 12.
Ocean's 13.
We like to get those out of the way right away,
Yeah.
too.
School Ties.
I might already be out, guys. Just kidding. It's my turn, right? I actually might already be out. The Adjustment Bureau.
The Informant.
Fuck yeah, that was mine.
Courage Under Fire.
Saving Private Ryan. I was out until you put Saving Private Ryan in my head, by the way. Oh, and you get a wedgie if you take more than 10 seconds.
Team America doesn't
Which was
count.
hard to pull off. in
Does
the
Team
car.
America count?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't? Really?
See, that's the thing, though. Sometimes you get stuck, and then we would IMDb it after and be like, fuck,
Right.
of course.
Right.
I got one.
Dogma.
Damn it, that was mine. Let's see.
This is fun for the listener.
See, that's what I'm saying. This is terrible.
No, people are playing along.
They're yelling at their iPods. right
They were
now.
just screaming. I heard people screaming Dogma at me. I
Just
heard
so the
it.
listener knows, I got 2 on backup right
Do
now.
you?
I'm fine.
Fuck, I gotta
I'm
start
fine.
thinking.
Wait, I forgot one.
I'm
of
no
them.
good.
I got 1.
Sirianna.
Drink up.
Is he in that?
Yeah, he's in that. He's married to Amanda Pete. His kid died.
Is he Fat Damon in
Okay,
that one?
Spoiler alert.
He's been Fat Damon lately.
Not
You're gonna
that
hate
one.
yourself
Not
for
that
not, or not getting this one yet, PJ, because it is his best performance. Talented Mr. Ripley.
Oh.
I would argue that's his best movie ever.
Brothers Grimm.
Oh, wow.
With Heath Ledger.
That was
You're
a
welcome.
curveball.
Rounders.
You're welcome.
Fuck you for taking my rounders. Aaron, your chair's kind of in the way of my DVD collection. Can you? I'm sure I own quite a few of his
You
movies.
bastard.
Has Contagion come up yet?
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. It's rough, man. We did Robert De Niro earlier. How do you think that went?
Oh my God.
It went on all
for an
day.
hour. I bet it did. I bet it did.
And we hit all the big ones, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what else Matt
Looking
Damon
at
is
your
in.
DVDs now and realizing we missed Raging Bull.
No, I came out of the gate with
Oh,
Raging
did you?
Bull.
Okay.
Matt Damon was in.
I knew Aaron would suck at this game.
Oh my God! Why you gotta be like that? I don't know, you guys.
PJ?
Fold.
I think I'm pretty much out too.
Let's go Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh,
Let's all hate that for being the last one we could think of.
that's pretty
So
bad.
now look it
that
up.
was just
see what
on
we
too.
missed.
I saw
Titan
Affleck
AE,
and I
Titan
didn't see.
AE.
There you go.
We count cartoons. Awesome.
Now look it up on your phone. See what we missed.
You have a laptop in your lap.
Yeah, it's not really loading.
This is even more fun for everybody listening.
No,
when we
this
look
part will
up
be
stuff
cut out.
on the internet.
They know what we're doing.
they're with us.
So in the meantime, I want to talk about Dexter a little bit.
Oh God, Eurotrip.
Eurotrip,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, he had a cameo. He was bald or
I don't
something.
even remember.
What else we got? Another aspect of this game that I like is IMDbing after the fact because they always give you a known for and give you their top movies.
I already
Some,
skipped
most
past
times,
that.
okay. Trying to make it more fun.
True Grit,
Uh,
Hereafter, Green
bullshit.
Zone,
Bullshit.
Invictus,
Now we just sound like
Alright,
idiots.
okay,
Quit
alright.
rattling
Ponyo,
them.
What?
Ponyo?
Ponyo,
I can't even pronounce
The
that.
Good Shepherd, which I used earlier
Okay.
for De Niro, The Departed, Syriana,
The Departed.
Jersey Girl.
Forgot he was
Oh
in
yeah,
that.
he had a little cameo in that.
Ugh, did he?
Stuck on You.
Oh,
Speaking of the Farrellys.
Yeah.
Boy,
That's our bad.
You know what? I stood behind that movie. I thought that
Confessions
movie
of
was
a
pretty funny.
Dangerous Mind.
Yeah, cameo. See Brad Pitt cameo.
Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, The Majestic, Jerry.
the Majestic.
The Majestic
He was the
Wrong.
voice of the real guy that Jim Carrey thought he was.
Oh my God.
No, you're thinking of Simon Birch.
The Rainmaker,
All
Huh.
right. Fuck Matt Damon.
Geronimo.
Matt
He is. It's got him in Field of Dreams.
What?
Baseball fan at Fenway Park, unconfirmed and uncredited.
Awesome.
I've never seen that.
And in 2014,
Oh, and Mystic
he's
Pizza. That's pretty
going to be
famous.
Really?
confirmed.
Julia's first.
All right. That's it.
Well, that was a good time.
So
Shaping
be
up
it.
to be the
Imagine that
worst
for
episode
2.5. We're doing on such a down note.
I hope everyone enjoyed that. So what are you
Plus-
doing? You should come by. You should come by when we record
Who? What?
every once in a while. You, who lives here and aren't going to be on podcasts anymore.
Are you asking me to be the third chair on your podcast?
Well, we're not there yet, but you're welcome. I mean, you should, roll in wherever you want, whenever you want.
I'm actually gonna have to sleep on that.
I don't.
Of course, I'll go
I don't
over
think
there.
I'm. I don't think I'm going to come over to your house. I don't
So
think
how's
we're
the
gonna
Grapes
do it
of
like
Rad
that.
going?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
you're plugging right from minute 1, and we want to kick you out at minute 4.
See you.
But
See you.
you haven't even brought up the show at all.
This is how you get.
How's the show going?
It's going great.
All right.
Yeah, we're working on some stuff we can't talk about yet,
Oh,
but it's good stuff.
I think you pulled this shit last time.
Did I?
Yeah.
Were we in that place?
We got lots of plugs. Can't talk about any of
last
it.
time it was a weird place. This is not a weird place.
Oh
This
yeah,
is,
where did we record last time? At the hotel.
At the hotel.
Yeah.
Is this more intimate? Is this better?
Well, I mean, I've been here a few times. I've sat in this chair, this recently purchased chair.
Oh yeah, you've been here recently.
Yeah, sure have.
Okay, PJ. Remember the Christmas party?
God. Yeah, Nick told me on the drive, or our thing, we were just at my house today, and he's like, remember when you limboed? And I was like, can you shut up? I had totally forgotten about that.
So good.
Just like, I try not to dwell on it because then I'm going to remember more things.
Uh-huh.
My good friend's girlfriend gave us a ride home, and I was just insulting her the whole way home.
Oh my god.
Like, I was making fun of the way she was driving, but I'd followed up with, I'm just kidding. Like, I was being funny, right? It wasn't mean-spirited.
I remember you were pretty mean to Nico's girlfriend too when you went out to smoke. Like for no reason, you're just giving her shit.
I really hate women.
I got real handsy with a friend last time I got stupid wasted.
A girlfriend? A
Yeah.
lady friend? Wow.
Yeah. We were out with, I mean, like, my wife was there and her boyfriend was, and, like, we're really close, but, like, I
Your wife's
walk around with
level?
my arm around her, and it was like it wasn't threatening. Like I'm not threatening, but I got real handsy.
One time I got drunk enough to where I slapped this girl's ass, and like as soon as it touched, I was like, "This is not me. What am I doing?"
Yeah, I've never done that.
Yeah, that's over.
That's what your tattoo's based on, right?
That's what I want. My tattoo. I'd be such an idiot.
Do you have any tattoos?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple.
Do you?
The joke is that there's a girl who I know who my boss says my tattoo is a picture of her because there's a lady in one of my tattoos.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so that's the joke. And every time I see her and she's really hot and I get really embarrassed around her, and every time I see her, he's always like, "Have you seen PJ's tattoo?" And I'm like, and I have to just basically walk away, or I'll be like, if I am talking to her, he'll walk by and just start lifting up my sleeve. And I have to like just smack his hand away and run away. So awkward.
Oh, that's creepy.
Battle, fight to the finish. Fight, 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 fight. It must have been, it must have been, it must have been a happy time.